All right. Welcome back everyone to the live stream. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got our sports analysis show with me as always for the show. Lucas, how are you today?
Good, man. What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I can't complain. This weekend I just I mainly just chilled, It was some UFC fights on. They were in London, so it was kind of so it was early on in the afternoon when it took place here in America. So, how was your weekend, Lucas?
Really good, really good. Like you did. I just chilled out, hung out, had a good time.
Great, man. Great. So, some things we got to jump into. March Madness, man. It's definitely been going crazy. But we got to start off with Nebraska ball.
No,
Uh,
basketball, dude.
we have been going stupid as of late. You know what I mean? We started off the season with like a 20-0 record. It was insane. Something that's never been done at Nebraska before. And, I remember growing up all these years, Nebraska uh, was their basketball program wasn't it. And, you know, in fact, the last time they won a tournament game was before I was born.
Damn.
So yeah, pretty crazy. Actually, I don't think they had ever won a tournament game in their program's history.
Wow.
So, but now the chase is on. They've been going crazy. Uh,
Absolutely.
and tomorrow we have to play our hated rival, Iowa, in Houston, Texas. Our first two games were in Oklahoma City. Now we've traveled down to Houston. We got to play Iowa, and they're coming off a great win against the University of Florida. So, in Nebraska and a nail biter against Vanderbilt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a game. What a game.
So let me ask you: were you watching the Vanderbilt game live?
Not live, no. I saw a bunch of great highlights, but no, I did not watch it live.
So I was the whole time the guy's dribbling up the court in the last seconds of the game. I'm literally taking a crap. I'm like, it can't end like this. It just can't. And it bounced out, bro. I was like, oh my god, dude. But I was so happy though, dude. I was so happy. I'm so happy we won.
Yeah.
And we're going forward, man. We're going forward. And Lucas, you know, what do you got to say about Nebraska ball? Do you think they'll make it to the Final Four, or do you think that they will get taken out? And do you have a prediction for because now it's down to 16 teams.
Yeah. So we're in
No,
the Sweet 16.
so do you have a prediction as to who you think will win the championship?
Um, for the whole thing, for the
Yes.
whole thing. Honestly, bro, I think Texas is still in it, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Um,
I'm not sure.
I'm going Texas. I got Texas. I like the horns.
Okay.
But for Nebraska and Iowa, love both these programs for two very different reasons.
Okay.
Both big teams in the Big Ten. But I definitely got Nebraska ball. I will be cheering on Nebraska for this game. Exciting game, a great rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams don't really like each other that much, and that's always fun to watch, especially in tournaments like these when it means the most. Rivalry games are already pretty impactful for programs. You kind of like it when it means even more. So yeah, I definitely got Nebraska ball. I feel like Nebraska ball will make it pretty far into the tournament. I know they'll definitely make it into this Elite Eight. Final four, that's very good wishful thinking. You never know. You never know who they're going to be matched up against.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I heard there's no more perfect brackets left. So
No more?
I heard there's no more perfect brackets
Oh
left.
my goodness. Already?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That sucks, dude. I
it
mean,
does. It does. I mean, it's not unlikely. That's not unlikely. It's
no,
the
I know, but I feel like there's just always one person, but
yeah.
that's
It holds up to at least the Elite Eight. In the past couple of years, it's held up to at least the Elite Eight. But hey, March Madness is madness for a reason. You really never know. You really never know.
yeah, man, that's nutty, man. And you think about like because I saw like on Kalshi that Kalshi was giving $1 billion to whoever could do the perfect bracket.
Jeez, dude. I think that's
Um,
way more than $1 billion. I think in my opinion.
bro, if I won that billion, bro, oh man. Well, first, we'd be having this show in a studio. You know what I mean? I'd definitely buy a studio. For us to film this in. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
that's besides the point. But the Final Four will be in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium,
Yes.
where the Colts play. Now I gotta ask you, are you a fan of them having the Final Four in NFL stadiums? Are you a fan of that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love the big crowds. I love the big stadiums. I love the atmosphere. NFL stadiums bring a certain atmosphere to games and events. It's just a really good time, and more people in seats. Bigger crowds, louder crowds. Uh,
Yeah.
especially for March Madness, people get real into it,
Hmm.
and you love to see like the smaller programs, like the Cinderella stories. You love to see a whole school basically come over for um, Final Fours. You love to see it. You love to see it. Like, who was it last year? Gonzaga? I think Gonzaga last year or the year before. Not Princeton. Or yeah, no, Princeton. They had a pretty cool turnout when they went pretty far last
Yeah.
year. So love to see it. Love to see it. I'm a huge fan of that for sure.
Right. I mean, I guess the reason why people would complain about that is because like the people in the nosebleeds, they
Yeah, I
can't
get that.
they see like a small like
Don't
view.
even see the ball, dude.
Yeah, but the funny thing about like because I remember Paolo Banchero, who's on the Magic right now, he talked about when he was at Duke and they played North Carolina in the Final Four. Uh, he said that they were in the Superdome in New Orleans, and he
Mhm.
said that what was cool about it is that you it was a 500-foot jog from the locker room to the court, and the court's elevated.
Nice.
So you jump on the court, and he said he looks up, and it's just straight Duke blue and UNC blue all the way up into the nosebleeds,
I believe it. I believe
which
it. I believe it.
that's
That's gotta be a sight,
awesome.
dude. That's gotta be a sight.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. And looking at Nebraska, I will predict they will make it to the Final Four. If we win against Iowa, we have to play the winner of Houston versus Illinois. We've already beat Illinois, so you know I'm pretty confident. And yeah, man, I'm excited for sure. So now moving on to MMA, and no, we're not talking about the UFC. We're talking about Jake Paul's MMA promotion. It's their first event, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is on Netflix. It's called MVP. MVP
Oh.
production.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna just outright say it. I if it does not have to, if it's not MMA that has anything to do with the UFC, I don't really keep up with it. I mean, now over the years I have kept up with like Bellator and you know, I don't know, like uh I mean, I think Bellator.
PFL, kinda.
I don't think I've ever watched a PFL, but
Me
like
neither.
I have watched a few Bellator events. In fact, the first Bellator event I watched was Hoist Gracie versus Ken Shamrock.
Dude.
Uh,
Oh,
dude, that was 10 years ago. Can you believe
that's
that?
crazy. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, that's crazy.
And the co-main event was Kimbo Slice, RIP Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000, you know.
Dude, oh my gosh. That
Hey man,
books for all the wrong reasons.
listen man, look, Kimbo, he's a legend down here in
Legend,
Miami.
legend.
He's a legend, you know what I mean? But I'm not even gonna I won't even talk about that. But look, I'm happy for Nate Diaz. I am. Believe it or not, I actually am happy for Nate Diaz. I think that, him getting back into the swing of things is good. You know, you know, just keeping, his career going. You know what I mean? And against Mike Perry, who is also a experienced fighter as well. Both have had amazing stints in the UFC. In fact, Mike Perry fought on the same card as Nate Diaz and McGregor rematch.
Mm.
Excuse me. So I'll say this. I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. Nate, I think Nate's going to lose.
Okay.
I think Nate's going to lose to Mike because Mike Perry has just been way too much more active. And
Yes.
I know what you guys may say. Oh, but he's just been doing bare knuckle fights. I think it's I don't know. I think something's better than nothing. And Nate, he has had some boxing fights against like Jake Paul and Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm listen. I'm not necessarily a fan of these like freak show fights nowadays, but look, I think Nate's gonna lose. But Lucas, you go ahead, take the floor.
Um, yeah, honestly, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. There's actually some pretty big names on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, such as Francis Ngannou will be fighting. Let me look at this card. Junior Dos Santos will be making his return as
Oh my gosh, Junior
talk
Dos
about
Santos, bro.
throwback. Talk about throwback.
Jeez Louise.
I know. And Ronda Rousey will be making her MMA return at this fight. So
Ronda.
Ronda Rowdy Rousey. So honestly, there's some pretty big names on this card. Sure to be something exciting to see.
Yeah,
I'll be watching. Comes out on May 16th
yep,
in Los Angeles on Netflix. It will be live.
yep.
Um, but to go back to the main event is Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry.
It's 5 5-minute rounds, right?
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
That'll be really interesting to see. If it, I'm not saying this is like an end all be all match. Like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. But it is crazy to see these people fighting again. I would like to see Nate Diaz win,
Okay.
but since Mike Perry has been more active, I'm
Yeah.
probably going to give it to Mike Perry. But
Lucas, I know you, man. I know you're a big Nate Diaz
I
fan,
love Nate
as
Diaz.
as I used to be as well. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
okay, bro. It's okay. I'm probably gonna give it to Mike Perry. He's actually been pretty successful in
Hmm.
bare knuckle. Um,
Okay.
he's actually been pretty successful in bare knuckle, so something's better than nothing. I mean, Nate Diaz is always rolling around in jujitsu. He's always doing something in jujitsu.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta give it to Perry. But exciting stuff. I'm happy to see. This might be the next big promotion right now in MMA. There's only one real big promotion, and that's the UFC. Bellator, you can argue as another big promotion, but it's nobody's anywhere near the UFC. Nobody's anywhere near it, and
Trust me,
nobody's going to be near it for a while.
trust me, man. There's been a few. There's been a few promotions that are in the UFC's personal graveyard,
Yes,
like
yes. Strike Force,
Strike
Pride,
Force, WEC,
Pride,
Pride.
dude.
Uh, I mean, shoot, Elite XC,
Elite XC, bro. What
Affliction.
a
Affliction was a freaking clothing brand, and they turned it into an MMA promotion. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. So
Oh, dude,
yeah,
dude.
I mean, the UFC has done a lot of great um for the MMA community. But you never know. You kind of want to see other promotions do good. You want to
Listen,
see,
man. People criticize the UFC's pay, but that's the problem. All those promotions I just mentioned, a lot of them tried to like pay their fighters large sums of money,
yeah,
and I'm
and they
sure
lost all their money. They
I'm
lost.
sure Jake Paul is going to do the exact same thing, but I think he's going to quickly realize, like, and the reason why the UFC is successful as it is because there's about 500 to 600 fighters on their roster,
Mhm.
and Dana has to pay these people, and how he pays them, is none of their concern. It's his concern, and he explains it like he owes you 3 fights a year. Let's just say you only fight once a year. He still has to compensate you for those other 2 times you didn't fight.
Yeah,
So, I mean, listen, if Jake Paul wants to get this thing going, he's gonna have to. And listen, I'm not saying he's paying them large sums of money. I have no idea, but
I have no idea what any of these fighters are making.
if I had to assume, and especially because of the names you just mentioned,
Ronda Rousey and Francis Ngannou alone got to
I-
be pulling in the big bucks.
he has to pay them a large sum of money. But here's the problem: if that pay per view or wherever they're streaming this on, if this doesn't pull in the type of revenue that or the type of back end that they're expecting, I mean, like like Jake Paul's gonna be in a he he's gonna be in a funk. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
be in a slump.
Not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And I listen. I hope it succeeds. I really do. I really do. But you know, like trust me, there's been a whole. I just hope Jake Paul better hope that this does not end in the UFC's personal graveyard. Because trust me, the
It'll happen. It'll happen.
the pallbearers are waiting, and the funeral
The
will
casket's
commence.
open, bro. The casket's open.
The funeral will commence if it
Mhm.
doesn't
It will.
like,
It definitely will.
and they got their headstone ready in advance. Okay, so listen, Nate Diaz, shout out to the 209. You know what I mean? I hope it works out. That's all I'll say. Um, Now on to pro days. Pro days. We are in that season of pro days. There's 3 colleges I do want to focus on. Uh, so first, we'll start out with Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love did not work out. He did all his work at the combine. However, Jadarian Price did work out. He was there. I don't even want to say the backup running back. If you watched any Notre Dame games this year, you would know that Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price, they were the 1-2 punch package that Notre Dame was living and dying by. Uh, you know, still guys, I think they got robbed. They should have been in the playoff. Uh, and I don't know. The football they were playing, it was immaculate. It was amazing. So I got to see some good things out of Jadarian Price at the pro day. I like it. So Lucas, any takeaways from Notre Dame? Like, do you
I
see any?
saw. Yeah, I saw a couple good things from Notre Dame. I'm not the biggest Notre Dame fan, but I
Mhm.
can't lie, they do play really good football. CJ Carr definitely impressed me with his throwing abilities over the workouts.
Yeah.
That's really good to see. You never You never could really shy away from having a good quarterback. So I'm excited to see what they pull out of this next year, this next season, over the off season too. I'm excited to see what they do with their team. I'd like to see them play good football still. I like just watching good football. I'm like I said, I'm not the biggest Notre Dame fan. I'd like to see them join a conference or not, whatever. Hearsay near there. But yeah, I liked CJ Carr's reps. Those were
Great,
really good reps.
great freshman season out of him for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, Ohio State. Ohio State, they have nothing but dogs on their roster, and all of whom that are going to the NFL completely showed out at Pro Day. Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Carnell
Carnell
Tate.
Tate. Yep.
Yes,
Dude.
Carnell Tate. And I gotta ask you. So Carnell Tate was at IMG Academy 2022 and I'm sorry, 2021 and 2022. So he actually graduated the same year you did.
Yeah.
So, and I know IMG and your high school would play against each other. So, did you ever get to see him play in high school?
I believe I did see him play a couple times. Seeing him like he did at the pro day, seeing him, he, the way he plays, almost floats across the field. He
Yeah.
almost floats across the field, especially with these cut routes that he's pulling. It's like it's one continuous fluid motion of him just moving down the field and getting insane yardage like that. He
Mm-hmm.
moves down 20 yards in like 2 seconds.
Great,
It's
man.
crazy. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
he was really excited, especially over the pro day. I mean, he looked really, really good. Obviously, they're going to do whatever it takes to look really good on the pro day, but all these guys look super good. I can't imagine any defense having an easy time with the Ohio State offense that they have right now.
Right.
Did Jeremiah Smith participate on the pro day or no?
I did not see anything of him participating. I would have, I'll be honest, I would have liked to see him participate. You know, I actually remember when Marvin Harrison Jr., I think it was his, yeah, it was the same year Jeremiah's in right now,
Mm-hmm.
going into his third season. He actually did work out for, Ohio State Pro Day when they had, CJ Stroud and, JSN and all that. You know, he worked out, and I remember one scout said it's like looking at a Lamborghini that it's available next year. You can't get it now.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out Jackson Smith and Jigba, man. That new contract he just got, $168 million. Clap it up, clap it up. I mean, highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. I
For a
mean,
reason, bro. For a reason.
and also check this out. Dudes in Washington, no state income tax. No state income tax. Now, no. They do have some other taxes. Now, cost of living in Seattle, it's not like LA, but it's not far off. So there's other expenses his contract could go to, but shying away from that. Congratulations to JSN. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, Jeremiah Smith did not work out. I didn't see him at all work out. But I would have liked to see him work out, but I totally understand. But next year we'll get to see his 40 time. We'll get to see, his pro day. But here's another thing. Marvin Harrison, if you remember that next year, the combine and the pro day, he did nothing.
Yeah.
So if Jeremiah decides not to do anything, I wouldn't blame him, but I would like to see it. You know what I mean? That's just me. But, also another player, Sonny Styles.
Mm.
Sonny Styles, bro, that dude scares me. I remember Sonny Styles actually graduated it. He graduated my class, but he was actually supposed to be in your class, Lucas.
Nice.
He graduated a year early, and he was a 5-star in my class. And I just looked at ESPN the other day. This dude is 6'4" and weighs 243 pounds.
Damn.
And bro, I see this dude's like physique, man. Nah, bro, I'd have nightmares playing against him.
Oh man.
I did credit to Carson Beck. I don't know how he didn't have nightmares playing against Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese right next to him. Like, I did not know, like, and Arvell Reese is like the exact same size as Sonny Styles too. So, but anyways, Caleb Downs, he did well as well. I got to see him, work out. And yeah, man, Ohio State, they've had nothing but dogs. And, Lucas, what do you see out of Ohio State? Like, what do you see? Uh, like, do you think they are officially, like, you can label them NFLU?
Oh, by far. Right now is the OSU time.
Mm-hmm.
They're, I mean, talent speaking, we got to see some more natty wins, but honestly, they're bumping out NFL players
Yeah.
immediately. It doesn't matter if they got the chips or not. They got the talent. And
Yeah.
this next year is going to be really interesting seeing teams deal with Ohio State.
Okay. Okay. And then lastly, University of Miami, their pro day. Uh, I gotta say, man, Ruben Bain. I know, Lucas, you're not a fan of Miami, but I know you hate them. But I will say, Ruben Bain. I've been following him ever since he was at Miami Central High School. Uh, Nah, he's from another planet, dude. Like, and also, hey, shout out to Coach Taylor, man. Shout out to Coach Taylor. He was the DC at St. Thomas when I was there, and now he's his coach at the University of Miami. So, uh, Bain, Bain's a beast, man. And seeing him work out, just the speed, the athleticism he has, the way he can get off the ball, and if the Bengals make the jump to draft him, I think the Bengals will. And if they could get Shamar Stewart, playing the way he can, hey, that D line that'll be a South Florida duo like no other. So
I will admit, yeah, I don't really like Miami all that much. But I will admit the defensive talent coming out of there right now.
mhm,
Uh, Jacoby Thomas, DB out of Miami,
yeah,
dude. Their D line, their backfield. I can't lie, man.
yeah,
That defense is really strong looking coming out of Miami. So I'll give them the props where credit is due. I mean, they're doing something right. They made it to the Natty last year, so
yeah,
we'll see where they go again. I mean, Carson Beck, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. He was throwing some dimes. He was throwing some bombs. So excited to see where he goes. Excited to see where all these players go.
right.
I do wish nothing for the best for these players. You want to see these kids succeed, especially in the league. You want to see these kids succeed. So shout out. Got to shout out.
Yeah, and where do you think, out of all the schools we've mentioned today, because look, Ohio State's number one as far as NFLU, but between Notre Dame and Miami, like, where do you rank them? Is
Right
Notre
now,
Dame
I
number
have to
two?
say Miami. Right now, I have to say Miami.
Fair
Um,
enough. Fair enough.
Shout out to Miami for signing Damon Wilson. I'm excited to see Damon Wilson the second
Yes.
edge rusher coming out of Venice, Florida. He played there while I was there. Me and him were pretty cool in high school. Georgia commit went to Mizzou, and now he's at Miami. He's 3 years in college, third team. Some people crap on him for it. Some people, he's had some weird headlines in the sports world, but honestly, that kid's nothing but pure talent and pure hard work. That kid worked harder than anybody I've ever met. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
excited to see him play.
And look, man, you see people bashing on headlines, bashing him like because of headlines. So I want to give you the opportunity before we end this show, Lucas. Like behind all these headlines, bro. Like, tell us about like Damon's character. Like,
Dude, Damon's just a good kid. I knew that kid in middle school. Kid in middle school. So to see him go this far is really awesome. Again, shout out Damon. He's one of the best people I know, one of the hardest working people I've ever met. This kid's been working since the 6th grade to get into the NFL. So if anybody can do it, he sure as heck can get
hmm
there. I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to have another great year. With this team of Miami, especially this defense of Miami. This defense of Miami is super strong. Their coaching staff is great. Their players are great. But Damon Wilson, in terms of character, not a nicer person on the planet, man. That kid's a good person. And I'm happy to see another Venice native. Well, I'm not native, but another Venice graduate succeed and
great,
go
man. Great, man. That's awesome to hear. And hey, man, if he ever wants to come on, just let me know, man. I'll happily have him on because, even earlier this year with all these headlines coming out about him, we won't get too deep into it. Like, I just kind of knew, like, I really didn't buy too much into them because from everything you've told me about him, Lucas, like he seems like a great guy. He doesn't seem
for.
like someone like he's not. He doesn't seem like a shaky person. He doesn't seem like someone that would do some like you know anything like fraudulent or anything on purpose. Like to try to harm. I'm not saying he has ever done that, but it doesn't seem like he would ever do something on purpose to put someone in a bad position. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So,
Absolutely.
all right, well, yeah, shout out to Damon for sure. And that's gonna cap off this show, guys. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you guys want, it'll be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Lucas, any final words?
I don't know, man. Happy Easter. Easter's coming up. Happy Easter, everybody. But yeah, like and subscribe the video. Enjoy these talks. Enjoy these talks with you, Joe. I love them. I'm excited. I'm excited to keep talking with you about sports and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Peace out, and you have a great rest of your day.
Peace.